To the outside looking in, maybe first half was the reason.
Yeah. I don't know if it's outside looking in. It's anyone watching at all. I mean, plain as day. And I've said it before. I think I've been saying it over this little stretch where, okay, maybe you think we're not doing so good. Well, we're not the same team all the time, and until such time as you learn what makes you be the same team every time, makes you be the same person every day, then you're going to run in this because winning's hard. Winning's hard. And once you learn that, winning's hard, okay, and you learn that, okay, I got to be the same every day. I have wherever at it, because winning's hard. It requires that. And tonight, we weren't the same team in the first half that we were in the second half. And that's why winning's hard, because you got to get to the point where you understand that you're the same all the time. And we're going, like I said to our guys, what more do we need than that game? Winning's hard. When you're not the same all the time, you get a first half versus the second half. And then that's when you find out, boy, stuff like that happens. All right? If you're the same guy all the time, you eliminate that stuff from happening because you're the same people all the time. And we're going through that right now. Now, you use these experiences to get better at that. I recognize the team I was coaching in the second half. I recognize that team, the way we practice, the way we coach them in practice, right? And then the third thing I said to him was, besides winning is hard and being the same all the time, is we got to lick this thing where, why do we do it when we're behind? I've seen that before, okay? I've had to deal with that before. And there's something about that. And all three of these things go together. Winning is hard, being the same person all the time. And why does it show up when you're behind? It should be showing up when the ref throws the ball up at 20 minutes on the clock to start the game. And that's the third lesson. And that I'd see no better example and no better experience than this game tonight. So, it's hard to lose a basketball game when you shoot over 50%, when you only turn the ball over 7 times and you shoot 43% from 3. But when you're not the same all the time, stuff like that happens.
So how much time do you spend when you take them into the film room, first half versus second half? Because, there's the lessons of what you're not doing right in the first half and what you're doing right in the second.
Well, I actually think, I think you can see in our team's performance from first half to second half that our guys knew. All I did was point to the first thing on the board and say we didn't do this at all in the first half. That's why all of these things below the first thing on the board didn't happen either. So I think they know that. It's really, I think the question is, and they showed it in their performance. The real question is, what we're talking about is, what's going to make the thing click here that, okay, that first half isn't happening again. Doesn't mean you're up. It means they don't have 46. It means they don't shoot 63%. It means they just don't straight line drive you. It means there is some form of resistance, because there was none in the first half. So that's what it is. Can the film? I think they know that already. The film's just going to blatantly point out, are you the same guy here? Is this the same guy as this guy? So really, it's at some point in time them sort of internalizing this, right, and saying, okay, we're going to not allow it to happen again. So tomorrow, that's what I mean. The other thing is you can't feel sorry for yourself. You don't put your head down in the locker room. You don't put it, you don't do this. Sit up straight. You had 40 minutes. You had 40 minutes to do exactly what I'm saying, right? Right? Feeling sorry for yourself, putting your head down, slumping in a chair. None of that helps solve what we're talking about here. What we're talking about, winning's hard. It requires you to stand up straight, go, I had 40 minutes and I didn't do it. What am I going to learn from it? And that's called resilience. And when you have that, you listen to your coaches. You come together as a team, right? You make yourself get better at what we're talking about. And like I keep saying, I don't know, you don't need any more evidence, players, in this team than, okay, look at that team in the second half versus look at that team in the first half. And that's where our leadership has to continue to grow. I liked how Ethan played tonight. I liked his demeanor. I liked his focus. Okay, we got to keep getting that. Got to keep getting it. And if we do, you know what? Then we will progress through this league, but we're going to have to progress in this league with some hard times, you know, and that's just the way it goes right now. And you know, we'll get ready tomorrow, 2 days to get ready to go up to Fort Collins and play a really, really good team. We don't play any not good teams, so that's what we're going to do.
Well, Ethan, you just see the amazing second half that you guys have and then see that disappear just in the final seconds. Just how hard is that for you?
It's rough. You know, we had moments in the game. The first half just can't happen. And we've been working on our practice, and the whole year has just been being able to lock in those moments and just capitalize when we have a chance to and come out strong and just all these different things. And losing like that is rough, you know, especially we had – couple free throws, didn't get them. We had a rebound, it's out of bounds. Just like, yeah, it was rough.
I mean, aside from that last shot, though, the defense really held them to what they were in the first half. I mean, they shot above 50%, shot 60% from three. How are you guys able to kind of step up defensively and get back into the game?
I mean, I think it was just a pride thing. We went into halftime. You know, we went to our locker room and we just asked ourselves, like, who are we? You know, are we the type of team that just lets guys come into our house and just do what they want, or are we gonna put our foot down and stop them and, you know, play our game of basketball, which is defensively first. And I think that's what we did in the second half.
I felt like on that last shot, I mean, there wasn't an open lane for any of their guys. Even that look they got was very contested. Just what was the design for you guys? What was you guys' plan there?
Yeah, so we saw that they went all guards, so we knew that they're trying to get some slips and back doors. So we plugged all those holes, tried to get Bo on the ball so he couldn't get anything towards the basket. That's where we wanted him to throw the ball. So, you know, that's just a really tough shot, and he made it. Kudos to him, but yeah.
Conference started really rough in that Utah State game, but you look at Nevada, a much better effort. Second half tonight, much better. How much confidence does that give you that if you guys keep doing things the right way, some of these are going to turn into wins?
Yeah, it's definitely something to look forward to. You know, it's tough to like have these moments where, you know, you lose these games, especially when you're trying your best or you're making improvements. But, you know, it gives us some confidence. But, you know, we know as a team that Mountain West is one of the best conferences right now, and we got to just be that much better. And right now we're just not playing at the par that we should be.
Well, Bo, similar to what I asked Ethan to lead off, just after you guys played so well in the second half, just how much does that hurt seeing that go away in the final seconds?
It definitely does sting a little bit. Obviously, that momentum that they got came from their really strong first half. So that's just what we got to do. We got to focus on what led up to that, not really the end result, 'cause there's nothing we can do about a contested fadeaway shot. But we just got to start stronger than that.
You look at some of the offense you guys had in the second half. I felt like you guys were heating up from deep. The fans were getting really into it. Just what kind of hope does that give you as far as when we play like this? This can be a really fun program, good fan support. Just what kind of preview is that for what this team could be?
I mean, yeah, our offense was there tonight. But we really struggled with the defense. They had 40 points in the first half, so obviously that's not enough. So really our offense is fine, but our defense we just need to lock in. Coach talks about being in stances, being in next, being in help side. So all that stuff we need to get better at.
Really quick turnaround before you guys play against a very good Colorado State team. Just how do you think lessons you guys learned tonight are going to help you against, like I said, a really good opponent?
Obviously, we got to start from the jump, locked in. We got to be really solid on defense in order to stop them. They got really good offensive players, and obviously they're ranked this year. So we just have to start off strong, and we can't get behind.
And I asked Ethan about this, but what do you think really was the turning point? You guys go down 13 at halftime. Looked like they were kind of running away with it, and then you guys just come out of the gates hot, get within 1 point, eventually take the lead. What do you think sparked it?
I think it was just our defense, because our offense was there we were getting back doors, we were getting open threes. Really just defensively knowing that most of those guys what do those guys do? They like to drive right, they like to shoot. So knowing the scouting report really helped us out.